I finally found an initiative to do another review. Head in the Clouds 2 is finally here, and in the time leading up to its release, I really didn't know what to expect. The first Head in the Clouds came out in the midst of the summer last year, and with the song Midsummer Madness as its crown jewel, for me, and I think for a lot of other people, it became an instant classic. Not just Midsummer Madness, but Head in the Clouds as a whole. I mean, I definitely associate a lot of fond memories with that album, even though it's only a year old. So naturally, I had really high expectations for its sequel. Were they met? I'd say so, yeah. I must say the tone is very consistent throughout the album. It has a late night neon lover aesthetic to it. It's like you met someone at a beach party at 9 p.m. and you're looking for stuff to do over the night besides each other. That's what I imagine anyway. This, in part, comes from the lyrical content, which is very flirty and usually has to do with swooning over someone or second guessing your love life choices. The writing, for the most part, is really clever, especially on songs like Indigo, La La Lost You, and Shouldn't Wouldn't Couldn't, but can also come off as really cheesy and almost childish on songs like I Love You 3000, Breathe, and Calculator. Along with its trap, R&B, and hip-hop rhythms, there's a lot of EDM, electronic, and even orchestral elements to accompany them. There are a few songs that are aiming to be club anthems, namely Just These Music Again and Tequila Sunrise. Essentially the only songs that really stick out to me is everything with Nicki, and Joji of course, but Nicki's songs have the most unique instrumentals, lyrics, flow, and sound more pronounced than everyone else. The song La La Lost You has a constant rising and falling punchy synth that her voice rides like butter, especially on the chorus. In the city of angels. And one of my favorites on the album, Shouldn't Wouldn't Couldn't, which to me immediately echoed Keisha Cole. The orchestral cues, the light reverb, her slamming delivery on the chorus. Out of everyone on the album, I think Nicki has the strongest performance, and she commands every instrumental she's on. As for the rest of the 88 cast, Rich Brian continues to experiment with his voice. More than a few times I didn't realize it was him that was on. The Higher Brothers and August 08 seem to stick to their realm of R&B and trap beats, just sounding more refined, while my man Joji seemed to take a back seat this time around, only being featured on 3 songs. But whenever he's on, he takes on a smoother, sort of operatic performance, and it's absolute candy. He really shines on the track Need Is Your Love, which has an echoey 70s disco sound to it, and the feature from Generations in Japanese adds a nice Neo-Tokyo aesthetic. This album definitely has its weak points though, the most apparent to me being the song Hopscotch with All the Boys. It's too obnoxious and lacks a memorable instrumental, instead opting for a severely blown out bass line. For a song with this many people on it and with a beat this heavy, it's incredibly thin. The song Tequila Sunrise has the most egregious feature with Gold Link on the outro. He doesn't ride the beat at all. His delivery sounds like anyone could have done it, and him being on the tail end of the song just makes me skip over it entirely. The Major Lazer feature on the song Walking feels wasted to me. I was expecting something thrashy knowing them, but that's just me. And some of the songs feel like they end too soon, especially on the song Need Is Your Love, which after one really bumping chorus, it fades out, and I was left hanging. But as a whole, Head in the Clouds 2 feels much more refined and more tame than its predecessor. The instrumentals feel more calming, more spacious, more romantic. I just really didn't know what to expect sonically from this album, part of that being because it came out in October. And that's really the Achilles heel of this project, is that it feels late. For a track list that's so jumpy and colorful, and for album art that's so bright, it should have come out in the summer, so it could really be fully appreciated. But that doesn't take away from the mixture of East and West Coast sounds, the tasteful features, the EDM, club, electronic, and even some K-pop touches sprinkled throughout the album that all creates a really unique hue that makes it perfect for any time of day or night. Is it better than the first Head in the Clouds? I'm not sure yet, but it's definitely a worthy contender. However, they didn't have to make something better. They had to make something beautiful, and I believe they did. With all that said, keep it on repeat. As usual, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, and I'll see you next time. Wow, it's been a while since I've said that. All right.